Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. The Cowboys headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Walton. He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And a big question coming into this game was how were they going to be able to handle the environment and all the crowd noise? And the best way to do that, make a play early and get everybody to sit down. They wasted no time. Opening kickoff. What a great job in blocking. Open field running was sensational. They score a touchdown. And guys, early, I'm not hearing a lot of noise from this home crowd.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will go on the attack first. And here comes Drew Mestamaker. We're expecting a masterclass in quarterback play as these two get set to square off.
And I know Reese already talked about the quarterbacks. These are two really good football teams. Like, I'm excited to watch them throughout the season and where they could go and where they could get to, because there's a lot of potential, a lot of talent. Obviously, the trigger men, they're the reason it goes. And they're the spotlight tonight, Palmer, for quarterbacks like you that love QB play.
No doubt about it, man. And this is what college football is all about.
Turning it on! Powers through the defender. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him, the offense goes through him.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive.
Here they touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now, what a big-time play by the punt block team. Great job rushing the punter, understanding where he's trying to kick the football, getting your hand on it, and then how about the scoop and score and do the rest. Big-time special teams play.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. trying to start the drive with a pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Pucks it out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. He hopes this one turns out a little better. Had the other one blocked. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And we get a look at C.J. Carr. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. Offense at an empty set. Throwing. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Porter. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes him talk to the hand. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
In the red area, it's Mobley. Maybe a crease. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Hold it, finds his man on the left. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll run play action. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to... Timeout and talk it over instead. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. The run inside. It's Mobley. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. They're working that left side. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Mobley. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Maybe some room here. Makes it past the marker. He rumbles on. Down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fitted in the window for the score.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Under fire. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Might be changing the route. Carr. Catch in the middle. It's Mobley. And And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a crease, it's Mobley. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Looking deep. Makes the catch. It's Mobley. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Running inside. It's Mobley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. No huddle here for the offense.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play.
Might have a chance. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Now the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Sends it back in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick spin on the ride. Runs through a man. He might have some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On the run, it's Hawkins.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
With the catch, it's Coleman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Cowboys will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll run it. It's Hawkins. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Using the quick game. He's going to lose yardage on the play. Steps out of bounds, and we're right at the 2-minute timeout. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Throwing, Carr. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll try to spread out this defense on 2nd and 3 with a 4-wide-out set. Back to throw, it's Carr. Shoots it to the left. Got a man, it's Graham. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Here's Carr to throw. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's complete on the right side. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Cowboys will hustle to the line. To the air on second down. Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the move, it's Mobley. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Carr. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Got room to work. Got enough for the first. Here's a little room there. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, I caught up with the Cowboys head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Takes it in. Touchdown, Irish.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
The short hands, it's Coleman. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Cowboys with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Here's a heat. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw...
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires quickly. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And after that last completion, left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down. How will they attack on 2nd and short?
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first.
Could be an alley. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Throwing, Carr. Fires it down the seam. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Tight end now in motion. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds his man. It's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, how about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first job. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those tackles later in the game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Carr to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Unloads it left. It's complete.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll go to the counter. Trying to take it back. wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Keeps it himself. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He splits the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
The run inside. It's Mobley. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through punt, and he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Carr. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll run the counter. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keep. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? That's caught. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll keep it on the ground. Finding some room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receivers going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get...
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish, and that ball's on the ground behind the line. And they grab it in the end zone. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. He'll field the punt. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. There's some room. At the 30. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Throwing. Carr. Complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the tight end. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Carr. Complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. This time he wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be
wide open spaces. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Trying play action. The throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Cowboys will punt this one away. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Takes the handoff. It's Mobley. There he goes. And that is how we will wrap this one up. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really